and Exort.
Exactly.
So, tried and tested, you can count on those two to make it work. Tignan natin yung version naman ng Cignal Ultra kung kaya nila ipagana yung Lunox Akai.
Yung paano yung rotation. As I've been eyeing na mas aggressive in nature kasi talaga ang Execration.
Yeah, that's always been their forte. But then again, Execration is the type of team na kung mabigyan mo sila ng magandang early game, they will capitalize and then snowball and end the game really, really quickly. KLVJ now with this Lancelot. Strong capability na makanakaw sila ng Turtle. Of course, the Thorned Rose and then with the Retribution. Include mo na yung Farsa na kay Itomax. Good zoning potential. So, again, they might just be able to steal away Lords or Turtles in the early game. Hindi nila masyado kailangan na mag-full engage to get kills. Objective lang.
Yes, and not only that, is that comfort yung mga heroes dito ng Execration eh.
Oo.
Cignal, with this Kufra na to, nakita mo yung presence niya kanina. Halos pinapanood niya lang yung sila Aquaboy or rather sila Janus kunin yung kanyang purple. Tignan mo to, sinasamahan niya pa. So, na-reset niya. Wala siyang ginagawa.
Nakatayo lang siya doon eh.
Nakatayo lang siya. Na-reset niya pa yung HP doon ng orange buff.
Oh, Cignal, tingnan natin kung, okay, alis na siya doon. Right onto the Cyclone Eye as well para maka-dash out. And then, Kekadot, actually interesting. He's playing the mid lane Lapu-Lapu, katulad ng Onyx.
And mukhang magkakaroon dito ng pick-off as Rhea over his extend is welcome.
Nagamit ang execute.
Pero nandito pa si Renzo. Mukhang hindi nila pa uuwiin dito si Rhea as the first blood will go to KLVJ.
Good play there by Execration. Renzo, he did not give up on the play. Yung ginawa niya is umikot siya to where Barats wanted to go para hindi siya makatakas kasi mo-force yun na lumapit sa torre si Rhea, which opened up the Thorn Rose kill para kay KLVJ.
Saka ang ganda rin nung pag-cut ng lanes ni Renzo doon eh. That's one of the reason kung bakit nadi-delay palagi si Rhea with its Barats. And meanwhile, dito naman sa may bandang gitna, Cignal yata ang magiging kapalit as he will die on the mid lane. Pero ang sagot ng Execration dito, kunin na lang muna natin yung turtle.
Yeah, that's gonna be a trade. They're gonna get the gold from the shield turrets, yung Cignal Ultra. Execration naman, nakuha nila yung turtle and makukuha din nila yung purple buff.
Wow!
Dito ng Cignal Ultra for Janus's Claude.
Sunod-sunod yung mga yung mga objective na nakukuha ngayon ng Execration. Ito rin yung nangyari during game number 1. They were in control on the early stages of the game. Paano nila i-keep up to Reptar?
And they can just keep up how they're rotating right now. Cignal just has to be careful na wag masyado mahuli by his own. Kasi of course with Kekadot on the Lapu-Lapu in the mid lane, mataas yung threat with the early game physical damage burst. And then ayaw mo naman ipabilis yung farm nung Lapu-Lapu na yun because that's gonna make the objective fights much harder considering the fact na meron kayong Farsa sa team nyo.
Yes, and look at that. Both lanes, masasabi ko rito, Reptar, sumasabay yung parehas na side lane ngayon dito ng Execration compared to what happened during game number 1. Tingin mo ba para sa side ng Cignal Ultra, is it the same story na kailangan lang nilang i-hold tong early game and they were gonna do it on the mid game katulad nung nangyari kanina?
Yeah, just because they have the Claude as their jungler and then may double fighter sila. Although they have the Lunox on the side lane, again, it's good lane hold. The Lunox din naman, putting it in the gold lane means di masyado madali ipitas yan kasi nakaka-order of brilliance siya. May pangtakas naman siya. So yeah, it's exactly the same story as game number 1 para sa Cignal.
Yes, and we haven't seen yung combo na napag-usapan natin kanina, itong Lunox and together with the Akai. Pero dito sa bandang gitna, here we go. As a previous fighter dito, ginamit ni KK para lang makatakas. And KLVJ has to disengage.
That is 20 seconds before the turtle spawns. And walang bravest fighter dito, ang Cignal Ultra, that Lapu-Lapu. Execration though, they might not be able to take it right away pag nag-spawn na yung turtle. So that means the bravest fighter will be back para kay Kekadot if Cignal push this.
Nako, inabangan na dito nila KLVJ.
Stolen.
And that was a stolen. Pero walang retribution dito ang Execration. Was it the right play? Mukhang ang Cignal Ultra yata nasa kabilang side ng mapa rito. We're in to contest the turtle.
Yeah, turtle for Execration but Cignal Ultra be respecting the fact that yung Harith yung kalaban nila, kailangan nila ihinto yung farm ng Harith niya. So it might be slower na makita natin yung power spike ng Harith if mabasag ng Cignal Ultra yung yung Torre niya. But again, the problem is yung ginagawa nilang trade-off is yung turtle na pupunta sa side ng Execration and hindi pa nila napipitas yung Harith or nababasag yung Torre niya.
Or baka ito na ang magiging sagot dito ng Cignal Ultra as they get a pick off. Pero kung papansinin mo rito, ang napipick up lang kadalasan ng Cignal was Cignal. And Execration are more than happy na i-sacrifice si Cignal as long as KelVJ, Eto, Max, or the rest of the member of Execration gets the farm.
Masyadong mataas yung focus ng Cignal Ultra dun sa top lane. They have to start watching their side lanes kung saan nagsisplit push si Renjo. Kasi muntikan na niya mabasag yung bottom lane tower na yun. And if nabasag na yan, that's gonna open up the map para kay Renjo on that Benedetta to be more of a presence para sa mga teamfights.
Yes, open up talaga ang sagot as KK dito.
Uy, nakabuhay pa!
Muntikan pa siyang ma-pick off doon ni Renjo and most of the members ngayon dito na Execration already secured their first core item. May Calamity Reaper na dito. Si Kelra and Renjo secured his first brute force. Pero ito na, the Hurricane Dance on KelVJ. Pero nakapag-Torn Rose puncture out or Phantom Execution. Wow! Masyadong madulas si The King. Hindi pa siya napitas doon, Reptar.
Ayaw na talaga matalo dito ni KelVJ. Great escape there. A beautiful setup though by Ben Sanity. Muntikan na nahuli din si KelVJ. The Hurricane Dance. Ready si Aquaboy to follow up. But again, KelVJ nakatakas. And now, Rhea is paying the price of the fact that si Renjo nakasplit push masyado. But actually, it's Cignal Ultra na nakabasag ng Torre muna dun sa bottom lane. So, yeah, this is a bit more pressure now for Renjo actually.
Oo. May pressure na posibleng mangyari doon on the bottom lane as the outer turret has already been destroyed ngayon dito ng Cignal Ultra. The turtle has spawned at dito na ngayon umiikot ang mga members ng Execration. Medyo naiiwan nila yung kanilang mga outer turrets pero nasisecure naman nila lagi yung turtle.
Yeah, and that's a good farm for Execration and for KelVJ. Pangatlong turtle na yon napunta sa Execration. Heptasis picked up already here by KelVJ. So far, hindi pa siya masyado na-istorbo ng Cignal Ultra and Execration have their eyes set on this bottom tower.
Oo, mukhang it's time na for Execration. Sila naman ang kukuha ng mga Torre against Cignal Ultra. Meanwhile, on the top lane, medyo delikado dito si Kelra pero nakapag-dash out pa siya. Hindi siya na-pin down dito ni Ben Sanity and a counter-engage. Yung Akay pa yung nabatay. Look at Cignal! Nahuli niya. Ito na backlane dito si Aquaboy. Though hindi nila napatay dahil sa binigay na blazing duet dito ni Janus. But still, Cignal Ultra, they are losing ground dito sa mid-game.
Yeah, if on the side of Execration, maganda naman yung farm ni KelVJ at hindi pa siya na-istorbo masyado. Si Janus rin naman. So, at one point, kung sino makukuha ng first kill sa carry ng isang team, sila ata yung may magkakalamang dito.
Oo, lalamang in terms of getting the first lord dahil mamaya pa naman yon as KK is going in dito sa mga members sa Execration. Pero sabi ni Kelra, no. Ako mapapalag with the Zaman Force dito. Pero sabi ni Ben Sanity, gonna use the Hurricane Dance para makapag-disengage ang buong members ng Cignal Ultra. So ngayon, Reptar, we are already on the mid-game. Pero Execration, nasa kanila ang tempo. How will they want to use this against Cignal Ultra?
Well, so far, it seems like they're playing the right things. If they can get a pick-off with Cignal just like this one.
Katulad nga no, na pick-off na naman doon yung tank ng Execration. Pero ang kapalit doon ay si Janus. And oh no! Sabi mo kanina, Reptar, kung sino ang unang jungler na mawawala is ang makakalamang yung kabila. So, Execration is clearly on the lead. Well, this is just almost 3,000. Pero sila yung mas nakakakuha ng mga magagandang trade.
Yeah, this is gonna open up the top lane here for Execration. Nabasag nila yun. Keller can continue to split push that a bit or just clear up the lane kasi nag-spawn na nga yung turtle dito. Execration might have their eyes set on securing that unless they will continue the push nga. Hindi sila maglalaban doon kasi yung Lord na ang nag-spawn. So Cignal Ultra baka mawalan ng second tier tower doon sa taas.
Oo nga, parang hindi sila magre-react doon sa gitna. And right at this moment, Execration, mukhang mababasag nila yung inner turret sa top lane ngayon ng Cignal. Though, nadepensahan pa naman ito ng Cignal Ultra. So far, Reptar, looks like Execration, they are definitely in control as the Lord already respawn. Ang ganda ng positioning nila dito,
Oo, and right now, Execration, good map split kasi Cignal, again, sila yung forced dito na mag-respond.
Oh, speaking of respond dito, Kelra will be taking Kekedat. Nadikit sa pader na naman dito si Cignal pero walang follow-up damage. Habol ngayon dito ang mga members sa Cignal Ultra pero KLVJ is on the way. Phantom execution. Pasok dun sa dalawang members ng Cignal Ultra pero kailangan mo na mag-out. And that's gonna be...
the flicker!
Flicker!
Wow.
With the Detona's welcome pero nakapag-puncture out naman dito ang ating Lancelot and isang miyembro ang nawala for Cignal Ultra and that's gonna be Kekedat. Mukhang susubukan yata ng execration kunin tong Lord
Oo, Kelrock already has the Holy Crystal along with the Feather of Heaven and Calamity Reaper. Siya ang magiging light of hope dito para sa execution come team fights. The damage coming out of the Harrison, the dash as well. 44%, 9 times pick. Sino makuha ng third?
Nakuha ni Kekedat lapu-lapu. Last hit yung Lord though. Namatay naman dito yung Akai. Medyo malalim na rin yung lapu-lapu. Ganti ng api dito for execration. 2 members down. But still, ang balita, nakuha pa rin ng Cignal Ultra ang Lord.
Di umano'y, may isang lapu-lapu nakakuha ng isang Lord na dapat sa execration na. And now, execration, man, yung mga moments in mapapa-Oshi ka na lang eh.
Mapapa-Oshi dito ngayon ng mga members ng execration. Nangyari to kanina. The Cignal Ultra has been getting the Lord and from that position, nakakabawi sila heading towards the late game. Nako, Reptar, will this be the same story as game number 1?
It might just be, but the game is still close. 3K pa rin ang lamang dito ng execration. May laban na naman dito.
Yung laban na yon ay pagdikit na naman kay Cignal sa pader. Pero habol naman dito ang mga members na sila Kelra going in. Electo final blow. And si Renzo nasa backlines na ngayon dito ng Cignal Ultra. Pero naiwan siya doon. Ngayon, nasa kanya na ngayon ang mga mata dito ng mga members sa Cignal Ultra. Pero kailangan mo nang mag-back away, disengage. Cignal Ultra still respecting the damage potential. Pero mukhang hindi na. Papasok na yata sila dito as 3 members of Cignal is wanting to get the outer turret on the mid lane ngayon dito ng execration as Cignal, wala siya ngayon dito. Walang tatangke para sa side ngayon dito ng execration, nag-counter engage.
Si Renzo.
Pero ito na naman yung Akai. Renzo naman ngayon ang mahuhuli.
KLVJ!
Ano ang mangyayari sa balita?
Ay,
pero
Thorned Rose!
Sinong may sabing mahuhuli ako? Kuya Reptar, Kuya Rob Luna. Ito ngayon, counter disengage ngayon. Or engage ang execration. Sila ngayon ang humahabol. Cignal going in with Ben Sanity with the Tyrant's Revenge. Labanan ng mga tangke pero out na muna ang parehas na team. Nako Reptar, masasabi ko lang mukhang pantay na tayo ngayon heading into the 13-minute mark of game number 2. Let's look at the items.
Pantay na naman and already a golden staff and a Demon Hunter sword now on that Claude. 8.2k pa rin yung gold. Ben Sanity, muntikan na siya. Makuhuli na naman ng isang pick-off on Ito Max. And look at that.
Kailangan nilang ingatan yon dahil si Ben Sanity talagang hindi ka bibigyan ng panahon makahinga. Pero ito na nga, bawi ngayon dito ang mga execration. Ben Sanity used the flicker to get away and balik na naman tayo. Ngayon, ito ngayon ang nangyayari or rather ang storya, Kuya Reptar. Yung talon ng Akai ang kadalasang pang-engage with the Hurricane Dance. It's either mang-ipit sila or ibalik ka nila doon sa mga kakampi nila to get a burst down. Katulad niyan, may naipit na naman. At hindi lang inipit, kinain pa dito nung Barats and Cignal barely alive, flicker out, nakaalis pa yung bola. At ngayon, buhay si Cignal, KLVJ going in for Ben Sanity. Sa backlines, Aqua Boy ngayon ang nabura. Ngayon, double kill pa ngayon yung Benedetta. Sino pa dito ang susunod as Rhea is about to go down. 3 members ngayon dito ng Cignal Ultra ang nawawala. Kekedat, ito na ngayon ang bawi ng execration sa pagkuha mo sa Lord. Kanina lang, pero kailangan yatang huminto. Pero wala na daw. Tore lang, trabaho lang, walang personality, Kuya Reptar.
Grabe naman doon. Cignal Ultra nag-overcommit sila sa pick-off kay Cignal. Kinumit na nga yung Detona's welcome, Hurricane Dance, yung Blazing Duet nga ni Janus doon. Yung nasa gilid lang. Nasa dulo ng Blazing Duet, si Cignal, just a few hits yung nakuha niya. So yun yung sign para sa execution. Wala na silang ulti. 3 sa kanila walang ulti. Sige, hahabulin natin sila. Cignal Ultra have to be careful with plays like that. Dapat hindi sila mag-overcommit sa pick-offs.
Oo, parang may galit sila kay Cignal eh.
Oo nga
diba? Dinikit mo na, sabay kinain mo pa. Parang halos lahat ng mga ultimate, binato na nila doon at nabuhay pa dito ang ating Kufra, of course, Cignal making the plays for the team of execration ngayon. buhay na yung Lord. Execration, sinusubukan na naman nila tong kunin. Kailangan nilang maging maingat. Kekedot, he got a lucky shot dito sa Lord pero hindi na yata mauulit yon as sinong nakakuha? That's gonna be Eto Max ngayon. Engage. Laban
Si
na naman.
Janus!
Here we go. Look at the blazing duet coming from Janus. Chak nung unang nabura. Sama mo na rin dito si Renjo. Two members down para sa side of Execration. Kel VJ now running away. Hindi na yata makakaabot pero still, good news na secure naman nila ang level 2 Lord.
That was a good counterplay though by Cignal Ultra. Alam nila, okay, we don't need to rush into it. Mukhang nasa side na ng Execration yung Lord. Sige, subukan na lang natin makakuha ng pick-offs dito and they were able to land 2-on-2 Chaknu and Renjo. So magagawa na lang dito ng Execration and just to manage the waves a little bit. Hindi sila makakahanap masyado ng play unless sobrang confident sila. Makahanap sila ng isa and they have information where the others are. Sige, they can try to go for the push.
Yes.
But with the lack of tanks, mahirap gawin yun.
Mukhang mahirap na nga yun. At titignan mo rito, buhay na ngayon lahat ng members dito ng Execration. One of the reason why Cignal Ultra, binabangga na nila yung Lord doon sa may top lane. Still, kayang-kaya pa naman to depensahan ng Cignal Ultra as Janus farm dito ang Claude. And nakita natin kanina on that certain Lord team fight, halos nabura yung dalawang members doon ng Execration. Look at his item, DHS, Golden Staff, and most likely dalawang defensive item, Queen's Wings, and going for the Athena Shield para hindi siya kagad ma-burst down ni Eto Max.
Yeah, but now Execration splitting the map really well. Kekedot, nakabigay na siya ng informasyon. Alam nila kung nasan si Chaknu and si Renjo. Kekedot, masyado maaga lumabas doon.
Oh, speaking of maagang lumabas doon, sinubukan niya na mag-Ruby DD play dito ni Aqua Boy. Pero siya ang nahuli dito ni Kelra. One man down for the side of Cignal Ultra. Nako, si Rhea, hinahabol si Kelra. Pero hindi umabot yung dila. Oh no! Pero sabi dito ni Keke, akong bahala dyan sa harit na yan. Nagkahiwa-hiwalay na dito ang mga members as Janus barely alive with his blazing duet. Nakapag BMI out pa. 2 or 1-for-1 exchange. But still, Execration, sila pa rin ang nakakakuha ng mga damage dun sa mga objective dito against Cignal Ultra. Muntik pa nga nila mabasag yung bottom turret.
1-for-1 ang nangyari. No turrets broken by Execration. Although nakuha nila yung second tier tower dun sa bottom lane, still, the problem for Cignal Ultra is bukas yung top lane nila. So they have to be careful. Dapat merong isang laging nagmamanage ng wave na noon. Kasi if ever that happens, baka ma-split push sila.
Speaking of split push, uunahan na nila dito. Ba't nabuhay pa yata yung dinosaur? Hindi pa sila extinct. May immortality pa yan. Oh my! Pasok ngayon dito ang mga members ng Execration. Na-secure naman ni Renzo yung kill with that Barrats. Pero just like that, Chaknu, yung mga plays ngayon dito na Execration was always on point, and that pick-off with that Barrats, this might be it. Baka kakayanin na nila itong i-push.
Yeah, without the Barrats, Execration, mas confident sila mag-initiate ng team fight dito, especially with their two assassins, the Benedetta and then the Lancelot. Yun talaga yung biggest threat ever since game 1 dito on the lineups of Cignal Ultra. It's the counterplay of Rhea on the Barrats. Divine Glaive already picked up here by Farsa, so makakatulong yun sa damage ng frontline, sa sustain ng Cignal Ultra, which again, what they went for in game number 1, strong frontline sustain.
Yes.
Now for Cignal Ultra, Aqua Boy, kanina pa niya na-pick up yung Divine Glaive niya as well. So, kaya si Chaknu mabilis siya dito madamage siya because of the items, the magic penetration items that Cignal, the penetration items that Cignal has.
Medyo fino-force to ng Execration, yung pagbasag dito sa may bottom lane. This might be tricky dahil buhay na dito si Rhea and 20 seconds in, mabubuhay na rin yung Lord. So gusto ng Execration dito ay mag-force or rather get a pick-up before nilang simulan yung susunod na Lord. Halos lahat ng mga minion wave naka-shove sa base ng Cignal Ultra. And right now, Cignal Ultra, will they contest yung third Lord? Dahil tingin ko, mahihirapan ni sila pag nakuha na naman to na Execration.
Kayang-kaya nila i-contest, but they have to watch out for the bottom lane and they have to watch out for the split push of Renjo kasi baka yun yung maging difference maker dito. Kelra also picking up the Divine Glaive as well. So madami ng magic penetration dito sa Execration. This Barrats, sanay na tayo na makita na mabilis mahuli. That might not be the case come this point in the game.
Yes, I like what you pointed out, yung mga Divine Glaive natin. Kasabihin na natin may mga Athena Shield kayo, hindi na masyado nagmamatter yon as the penetration coming or the magic damage coming from Execration talagang masakit na. Pero still Execration, they are parang hindi hindi pa rin sila gagawin ka-confident. Susubukan nilang kunin dito yung Lord. Reptar, will they go? Kay Kadat, nandito na naman sa vicinity ng Lord. At Jackno kumakasa, going dito sa may lapu-lapu. Hinuli niya rito si Kay Kadat, pero naka-out with the bravest fighter ngayon naman.
Si Renjo sa likod?
Ang sagot, but naku, Renjo with the electro final blow. Ginamit niya na lahat ng kanyang skill, pero nag-disengage ngayon dito ang mga members sa Execration. Pero may naipit dito si Kiel. Will he still be alive? Pero nakatakas pa rin! Oh no! Members of Execration, kahit konti na lang ang buhay, nabubuhay pa rin. And that's gonna be a pick-off para dun sa Barats. And disengage na muna sila rito. Nag-regen yung dalawang assassin ng Execration. It might be another go time.
Jackno!
Pero sabi ni Jackno, hindi. No! Dahil kayang-kaya ni Kelra together with this rough, or etong kufra na to, Ben Sanity will be taken out. Oh, with a flicker.
So many close calls sa laban na to, pero mukhang Execration, makakabasag sila ng Torres sa gitna, pero Blazing Duet na ginamit na, but here comes Cignal for the response.
Yun na ang responde dito ng Cignal Ultra, pero mind you, Reptar, merong immortality dyan si Chaknu. Tumalon sa likod dito si Aqua Boy, pero si Kelra pa rin ang namumuno. Look at that, with the Chrono Dash.
And now, the game is back on. Ano ang mangyayari dito, Ron?
Ang unang nangyari ay nawala ng immortality, or rather namatay doon si Ben Sanity. Mukhang hindi pa yata ready sa unforce dito ang mga tropa natin from Cignal Ultra as 4 members down. Dito nag-grow as a player si Aqua Boy, medyo nanigas with the Winter Truncheon, and looks like Execration will force a Game 3 against Cignal Ultra. Wow, Reptar, what a series!